Hey everyone, in this video, I'm going to do a quick demo of the Avail property management software. A little bit of background on this. About 2 years ago, I did one of these videos and it did pretty well on YouTube. So I'm going to just refresh it, show you some of the new features, the updated pricing, and just dive right into all of the basics of Avail. So if you are looking for landlord software, rental property software, or you're a DIY landlord, and you're finally renting out your first property, maybe it's your single family home, maybe you just bought a rental property, this would be a great video for you to just get your feet wet and learn more about Avail. In the description below and in the comments, I will link, I have a first month free affiliate code, which you can click, sign up for Avail. You'll get your first month free. Avail is already free for their sort of basic tier, but they have a premium version, which you'll get for free if you use my code. So if you would do that, I'd appreciate it. That being said, let's dive in. So like I said, about 2 years ago, I did one of these videos and it did pretty well on YouTube. It's got over 10,000 views, lots of comments, people thanking me, asking me different questions. And honestly, I just had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm going to dive into some of the updated features and just do a refreshed 2024 video here. So first and foremost, let's do just a super quick history lesson on Avail. Avail actually used to be called Rentolutions, which is a funny name. But yeah, it's a name. This was in about 2015, 2016 when the company was founded. They raised a little bit of venture capital and it was effectively just a startup. It was ran by a couple of people and I watched them slowly grow. And I started on them right about when they transitioned to being named Avail. So they did a rebrand. Looks like, according to this press release here on my screen, May of 2018. So they rebranded from Rentolutions over to Avail. And then great news for them. In a matter of only 4 years from then, they got acquired by Realtor.com. So as you all know, Realtor.com is one of the big real estate online giants. It's like kind of them, Zillow, and a few other companies really dominating the rental and real estate market. So they're backed now by a very reputable company, which is great for all of you. So you can sort of have the resources and backing that sort of the software is going to have. So they have a great development team. They continue to release new stuff on this software, and they're certainly not going anywhere. Yeah, now that I did a super quick history lesson, let's just dive right in. So on my screen here is the Avail dashboard. You will see some really basic, just sort of like widgets and different things you can look at. Right here, I have like a simple overview of sort of how much rent I've collected year to date. So I can go ahead and run this. You'll see these rental numbers here. If I have any scheduled rents or sort of collections to go out, any pending, anything due, all that will just be visible here right when you log into this dashboard. You will have access to look at your different properties here. Right now, I only have one, but in the past, I've had 2 or 3 different properties on here, and they all stack up quite nicely, and they're easy to manage. So here in this dashboard screen, a couple of different tabs. I'm only going to review a few here that are, I would say, important for this demo. And that's going to be really the accounting, tenants, and your property tab. So like I said, this is the dashboard. Some of the important widgets are going to be your tenant information. This is where you can log all of your tenants' information, store their lease, and different documents available. Different screen would be accounting as well. What's cool about the accounting screen is you can actually look at your rent, any prorated rents, your expenses of paying for Avail. All that good stuff is actually itemized in here. You can download the ledger very easily in a CSV format. They will provide you tax information as well at the end of the year on anything you did. What's really easy for me is I just download all this, put it in Excel, submit it to my accountant, and I'm good to go for my rental property. Yeah, let's dive into the main tab really, which is like the properties tab. So this is where you'll build your own property and you'll basically enter in your address, all the information, what is the rent of this property, who are your tenants, and all that good stuff. And in this sort of tab here is where you can view your property, but you can actually manage a listing. If you were to list your property online, they offer a functionality to actually publish this out to Avail, Realtor.com, as well as 13 other sites. So you can actually push this out to like Redfin and a ton of different like apartments.com, a ton of different websites to actually rent out your property. And I find this super helpful. It sort of is like a one-stop shop to list your property, build the lease, screen tenants, gathering their payment information, doing maintenance, and all that can be managed right here. Applications will come in here as tenants and sort of prospective renters apply. really easy to manage, and you can also customize the settings of what you want to collect up front in a rental application. Over here in the lease screen, you can actually create and generate leases based on the state you're in. So I'm in California. They have a boilerplate California lease agreement. And what I do is I then go into there and I add additional clauses based on what's special for my property. So things like they can only have one car on site and different things like that. I sort of edit these and then I'm able to send them out. Payment screen, this is super helpful. Avail gives your tenants a really easy to use software where they can log in and actually they have access to go into a screen, right, and actually pay their rent and also see their property. So they can sort of see a simplified version of what I'm showing you here. And what's great about that is this gives them a great and safe place to pay you. They could pay via credit card or ACH bank transfer. All that good stuff is managed through Avail. It's easy for your tenants. The best part about it is actually my tenants love it. This property I have here is in a college town, so I get a lot of sort of PhD students, nurses, things like that, renting out this property. And they love it. They love the convenience of being able to pay online and all that good stuff. So that's all available here in this payment screen. And then maintenance screen, you can enter in tickets, things like that. So I do want to keep this video short, and I'm not going to dive into every single bell and whistle of the software, but to say it does everything, I would say is satisfactory. I use it. I've used it for many years. I've never needed a different software to do anything else. It's all in here. But last but not least, let's just dive into the pricing. So the best way to look at the pricing is I'm just honestly going to go to their homepage and hit this pricing screen. So Avail is actually free, which is really great. You can create your own account. Please use my link. It would help me out a lot if you did. You can start an account. It's called Unlimited. It's actually free. You'll be able to poke around in here and have access to the basic tool. And for only $9 a month, which is what's 9 times 12, like 108, $100 a year, basically, you'll get access to everything. That's fast rent pay for your tenants, waived ACH fees. You'll be able to customize your application, customize your lease, clone, reuse leases. You can create your own website and a lot of cool other things from Avail. Again, only $9 a month, and it's tax deductible at the end of the year when you do your taxes. So check out this pricing tab for more information. And if you want to learn more too, they have all these different tabs on tenant information, landlord information. They even have an educational and good FAQ section. So for the sake of keeping this short and simple, that is the brief overview of Avail. Again, I do recommend it. I don't get paid for this video. I do get a little bonus from the affiliate commissions if you use my link, so I'd appreciate that. But I do this because I used to be in a position where I had to rent out my property and move. I didn't know who to contact. How do I rent this thing out? And I did want to do it myself. I didn't want to deal with property management, so I used Avail. So long story short, that's why I make these videos, and I hope you find it helpful. If you do, you can subscribe to my channel. I'll make some other content like this as well. But that's it. Thank you for watching. That's an overview of Avail. Take care.